What's going on, you guys? Aaron here from Departures Capital, and thank you guys for already waiting for me. That's awesome. So yeah, we're gonna get into the Sunday live stream. Oh my gosh, we're gonna get into this 2 minutes early. So I saw you guys waiting there, and I felt like I should just press the button. So how's everybody doing this Sunday? Let me just pull up the comments quickly. On my phone, we got a bunch of stuff to talk about, obviously. And hit that like button. We'll have to post the link into the Discord group real quick. You guys know how it goes. So, Guillaume Cervantes, thank you for being a new subscriber. If you're a new subscriber to the channel, it's nice to have you here. Hola amigos, what's up Mel, Kyle, John Raz, Spartacus obviously, Charlotte. Okay, thanks for tuning in, guys. Let me just, wow, we've already got 40 people watching. Sweet. So let me just take the link to this, drop it in our Discord group. I'll try not to spill my coffee. But I've got some really interesting companies that we're going to be taking a look at. I just dropped a video about it on Saturday. Had a good weekend. I hope you guys had a good weekend too. What's up, Nick? What's up, Derek? What's up, everybody? Yeah, feeling good today. Got tons of tea. I got tons of tea ready to drink and talk to you guys all day. Yeah, so oh shoot, it's gonna, sorry about the echo. So yeah, the like button's right there if you guys didn't know. And then let's just quickly post this into the Discord group. We'll get straight to our content. Smash that like button for Departures Capital. Good day, Derek. So guys, crazy. Our Discord groups hit like 364 people. So it's awesome. If you haven't joined the Discord group, I'll just post the link one quick time. Where the heck is it? There we go. We're going for 400 people now. 400 people is the next goal for our Discord group. And basically the Discord group allows us to talk whenever we want, any time of the day. If you got a question about the stock market, if you've got something that you want to bring up, if there's a company that you're looking at and you want to get some of our thoughts on it. Yeah, so anyways, let's get straight into things. And first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to pull up the portfolios that I've put together on investing.com just so that we can kind of go through things, some companies to watch for the week. I'll take any requests. So as you guys know, Friday was a bloodbath for some sectors. Not every sector though. We saw some sectors quite heavily in the green. Like the utility sector, that's one sector that I was loading up on. But okay, so first let's talk about the cannabis stocks, the weed stocks. We recently added Kira to the list. Kira is one that we've always watched, but I just never really added it. So yeah, biggest decliners. I mean, Flower One, Abatis, but we'll take a look at a couple of the charts. Pure Global. It's gonna be interesting to see how it's gonna be interesting to see if Cron can hold on. Crop Infrastructure is down 5.8%. Has anybody heard anything about ACB maybe going with NBEV? I haven't heard. Feel free to post a link. Maybe I can check that out. Have you heard BAC is gonna shoot back up? Or sorry, can you look at BAC? Is it gonna shoot back up? So FYI, sold Bank of America at $29. And if the yield curve continues to invert, that's going to be very concerning for me when it comes to the financials. Do you have anything to say about MMS? MacArthur Minerals? I think the news is really good, like really, really good. Obviously, the stock ran like 100% in one day. So I'm not too sure. Short term, I feel like after a 100% run, I'd be a little cautious, especially if we do see a little more volatility, but long term it looks great for the stock. But I think that we will see a little bit of FOMO. Aaron Batley, that is hilarious. What's up, Humble? Thank you for tuning in. My internet's all messed up on this crappy computer. So, what in the heck? But yeah, we'll take a look quickly at charts for Aurora Cannabis. I do want to check in with Aphria. I haven't really looked at Aphria for a little while. Even Co. I'm just picking stocks that catch my eye. IIPR. Alkaline water. Definitely going to be looking at alkaline water. That's one stock that I will buy into the sell-off if we continue to dip a little bit further. Mo Norman, greatest Canadian golfer ever. Oh, in and out. Good afternoon from Florida. You know, it's getting warmer here, but I really wish that, or it's getting warmer here, but I wish the wind would knock it off. What's up, Launch 7? Yo, guys, smash that like button. We've got 29 likes right now. Let's see if we can get to 50. Already got 87 people. This is awesome. Tilt Holdings, I'll be taking a look at that chart real quick. What else we got? We had a question about Choom, FSD, and MedMen. It's going to be interesting to see how MedMen performs, you know, after they got that $250 million investment. So, lots of stuff. So right before we start looking at charts and get all serious, I just wanted to say, how's everybody doing this Sunday? And what are you guys up to? Right after that, we'll get straight to business. 75 in Cali. It's not green tea today. It is, what's up, Mike? It's some kind of black tea with some kind of crazy Chinese black tea. So it's like insanely dark. What's up, Max? Nice to see you here. All right, guys, we blasted past 100 people. And, yes. Good afternoon, everybody. Okay, time to get to business. AKA, let's take a look at a whole ton of charts and get ourselves ready for Monday. So first chart I want to look at quickly is Kira. They had a really good report. I think the stock's making fresh 52-week highs. Let's go. What's up with this lag? I don't like that. All right. So I just wanted to take a look quickly at Kira. Yeah, so Kira is really close to its 52-week range. It basically is at, it's seen 13. It's seen 13, 16, but I believe that was yesterday because the markets, yeah, markets were yesterday, or no, sorry, Friday. Why do my days all combined into one? Yeah, Kira hit 1360, sold off a little bit, but the stock is definitely hitting fresh 52-week highs. I don't really have too much to say about it. I don't buy into 52-week highs, but Kira's doing pretty good right now. Give me a sec. Oh my gosh, that was strong. Yes, sir, we will be looking at Safe. If you can see, Safe is the fourth stock right after this one. What's up, bro? Why are you not in the office? What do you mean? Sorry, Scotty, I'm confused. So, Pure Global Cannabis. I don't know where Pure's going. Pure, around 20 cents. Pure looks alright around 20 cents, but for now it hasn't managed to break this downtrend because we saw a nasty downtrend after we hit 30 cents, and since then it's been setting lower highs, and we'll see if we continue to sell off. I could see Pure going to 17, potentially even If the markets continue to fall, maybe 12 cents. It's hard to say. Well, right now we got to take a look at the charts. So, but we can go back to the office at a later date. All right. So Cron declining 6% on Friday's sell-off. Cron's chart is looking a little bit concerning right now, as we look to be testing some support. I'd say there's some pretty good support around 25. And if we don't hold that, Cron could potentially sell off. But personally, I think Cron's been valued extremely high for a while. We've got the CBD. I took a little bit of it this morning. I was experimenting different doses. So I took like a 1/4 of the dropper. And I think that's like the perfect dose for me. Because I took a full dropper of that CBD stuff. And like, it didn't mess me up, but it just made me like way too chilled out. So yeah. Could the cannabis just be hype that's dying out? I think the industry, well, we know the industry is just maturing right now. So we'll see what happens during this sell-off. One thing I am going to compare is the S&P 500 to the HMMJ, which is a great measure of, you know, the two indexes, the broader market versus the cannabis sector. And we are seeing HMMJ vastly underperform the S&P 500, which means we could potentially be pulling back. It's not even close to dying out, but yeah, Loofer Blooms, I don't think the sector is going to die out. I think the sector is going to consolidate, and the companies that have the awesome management business plan, you know, international growth plan, all that kind of stuff, they're going to continue to do well. But no, the sector's still you could kind of say it's still in its infancy, and especially in terms of globally, now that we're legal in Canada. But anyways, guys, so Crop Infrastructure Corp down 5.8%. Crop's just kind of hanging in there. I like that it held on to 30 cents. We'll see how it performs if we do get more red days in the market. But Crop, the one thing about Crop that I like is the fact that it's making higher lows, and pretty much holding on. And that does look like a nice, healthy chart in terms of bouncing off those 15-cent lows. So we'll see if it can keep going. This is one stock that's very interesting because it's different than all the producers. It's a real estate investment trust. So, but obviously, if the market decides to completely tank, then it's hard to hide out. A lot of stocks are going to get hit. I'll get to that gold pick. Weed is just like alcohol, whether there's a recession or not, people will use it. TRQ Gold. Are you into mine, Aaron? What do you think of MMS, Pick, Rich TV, and Joe Found? So I think that those stocks, like when you see them on YouTube putting in 100% gains in one day, like I wouldn't jump in after a stock put in 100% gain, because that's like almost the definition of FOMO. Although the news on the company is fantastic. Like I watched their vids and it looks really great. But I'd give it maybe some time. And if you really love the company, you really love the news, and you really, really, really want to buy it, but expect for a pullback and save some cash on the side. Buy incrementally. Don't just like, oh my gosh, go all in. What's up, Norbert? Next company, Safe. So 360 Risk Solutions. This company, I was hoping that it held on to 56 cents, and it's not. This is one stock that I have bought. This is one stock that recently I've bought. And Matthew, check your YouTube, bro. If you would have known that I'm live. 1 second. I'm just gonna send him a link, see what he says. I'll just send him a message. What's up, bro? Give me a call in a second. I'm live streaming with 114 people, but you can feel free to tune in. Here, I'll post the link for you. Yeah, guys, Norbert's back. Norbert's nice. Norbert's part of the club. Thank you for tuning in, Norbert. And yeah, couldn't be happier to have you here. I'll actually take a little bit of tea for you. Norbert's got some humor. Pot of tea's right here, buddy. You already know. So yeah, stock market sucks at this moment. So we will take a look at some stocks that actually closed in the green for Friday. I was very pleased about it. But yeah, for the most part, a lot of the cannabis stocks did sell off quite sharply. So Aphria at 1280. Hard to say. Who owns Aphria here? Not me, but I'm just curious. If any of you guys own Aphria, and what's your plan for it? So I think Aphria's got great buyout potential. They've got great assets. The management's a little bit concerning. I mean, like, everybody has their own opinion, of course, but did you see this video about the markets from this Friday? I did not. So yeah, but one thing I like to see though is Aphria's been bouncing around 12 to 14 bucks. Now, as we head lower, it's going to be interesting to see if they can hold on to it. Although I do think, this time around, Aphria's got some pretty good looking levels of support. I sold Aphria when it was at 14 just because I saw it run from 5 to 14, and I was just like, you know what, I think now's the time to take some profits. But at this point, at 12 bucks, I do think Aphria's got some quality assets for the price. It would make a pretty big acquisition. What am I trying to say? It would make a nice purchase. Yeah, so next company we're taking a look at. What a good decision. You didn't get greedy like myself. Nice sell at 14 bucks. Yeah, I mean, I sold a tiny bit at 12.50, and then I sold half at 12.50, and I was just like, you know what? That's good enough for me because I don't like to get too greedy. And then it ran to 14, and I was like, you know what? I don't like to get too greedy. So took the profits too. I was going to wait for 20 bucks, but I didn't because it didn't make it there. Yeah, anyways, so it's tough though. I mean, it's hard to hold ACB long term when you know the market's going to pull back. Like I knew at 13.50 I should have sold, but you never really know because you never really know if there's going to be something coming up, news next week, a potential deal, whatever. That's just my only thing. So when's your first out for ACB? The problem is I'm just trying to accumulate shares right now. So that's a good question, Mike. The first out for ACB. That's the only cannabis stock that I want to hold on to, just accumulate. But I feel like I do need to reevaluate my strategy. Anyways, we're just taking a quick look at IIPR. IIPR has been pretty much rock solid. It hit fresh 52-week highs on Thursday, over 90 bucks a share. I'm just amazed by this company's run. It's been pretty much a rock solid run. It's wowzers. I personally wouldn't get into IIPR at these levels, but I think that the company, like, it's been awesome to watch. That's all I gotta say about IIPR. So we're seeing alkaline water. Alkaline water is one on the top of my watch list. If we get a couple more red days or we get a little bit more selling off in this stock, I'd love to pick it up around the low threes. And yeah, I mean, after those 4 million shares were issued at 341 Canadian, I just didn't see how the rally was going to sustain itself. it didn't make sense. Like, I feel like a lot of people bought the dip just because they saw the dip, and then reality kicked in, dilution kicked in, and they're just like, oh, I guess not. So it was a quick couple thousand on Friday, $7,000 cash position for either a beat up stock like Namaste or a quick swing trade on 10K shares, or for market crash. Did it hit a fresh 52-week high as your T in the is the question. That's good. What's good stock to put 10K on for a quick profit? New to this stuff. That's a super tough question right now. Don't touch Namaste. It's going to be ugly for a bit. Yeah, I would definitely wait until we see the next quarter financials. But I feel like Namaste could pop just because I feel like unless the news is like horrific, which I don't think the news is going to be horrific for Namaste, but it could be. But I just feel like any little bit of reassurance in terms of information coming out of the company is going to create some kind of value. But we'll see. What are your thoughts on cars? A stock called Cars? I wish it gets ugly when Namaste to buy real cheap, but I find it hard to drop to 50 cents. Disclosure, I do have 18K shares at $1.58. Yeah, Namaste is kind of scary. I'll take a look at Kara in a second. Yeah, just taking a quick look at Tilt. I want Tilt to continue that. You know, we shot up. We saw a little bit of consolidation, but we are holding on to 290 very closely. Now, I'm just trying to figure out if I want to swing trade Tilt or if I want to hold it for the long term. If Tilt gets back up to 350, $4, which I do think we could see, it looks like Tilt's got some upside. I'm considering just swing trading it, and because I'm already up a decent amount on it. Yeah, that is one thing though. Lower lows. It is making lower lows, so it might be worth taking some profit on. Could be right about that actually. Although technicals are flashing green everywhere across the board. So we'll see what happens if we do get a relief rally or green days next week. Vivo's making a sneak attack, picks them up Friday. Market's red or green tomorrow. Can't play around specifically with a ticker that is huge. So market's red or green on Friday. I don't know. It's hard to say. Let's see what happens to Asia in the futures. I guess that'll. Crude oil's down. Is it trading? No, crude's not trading right now. Crude stopped trading. We'll get Asian futures at 9 o'clock, so that'll be a good indicator of what exactly happens. What do you think about French fried taters? Guys are jokes. Tesla growth stocks. I'd be cautious. Give me a sec though. Let me take a look at the rest of these charts. We got a couple more huge ACB, NBEV, MedMen, and then a bunch of copper companies. I'm looking to buy up copper when it's cheap. And there's one stock I'm just in love with right now, the charts. I think Nikki, I think you're right. I think Nikki could be right on that short Tesla call. Whoops. Choom's got that cup and handle pattern. Got that cup and handle pattern. Looks like it could be ready for a bit more of a breakout, so let's watch Choom on Monday. See what happens. But I feel like this sector is getting a little bit weak. Looking a little bit vulnerable. We'll take a look at ACB in a sec. Aaron, is it true President Obama, one of the Choom owners? I'm not too sure. Did we skip over Safe? Yeah, what happened to Safe? I believe I already took a look at Safe. No, we were taking a look at Safe. I think we were supposed to take a look at it, and then we kind of just got sidetracked because that always happens. My streams are freestyle. For anyone who's a control freak, might not be able to tune in. So 360 Risk Solutions at 53 to 54 cents. Now it finally looks like the stock could potentially, we'll see if it holds on to some support, because it has had a nice sell-off all the way from 70 cents down to 54 already. And you know, I did buy it on the downtrend, got in maybe too early. In reality though, I think 59 cents and 55 cents was where I bought it. Not too big of a position, but this is one I want to hold on to for long term. I just like the thought of security within the cannabis industry. I think they're very smart. But I will be prepared to buy it if it goes to 40 cents. That's what keeping cash on the side is for, right? But yeah, I could see Safe going a little bit lower. It looks to be downtrending. Realistically, how much Safe do I want to own? Definitely be willing to add to it more, but I'm not going to add to it unless we see like a nice 10-cent drop or something like that. So that's my take on Safe. It does look like it's downtrending. I do like the company, love the idea, but a lot of stocks right now are just growth stocks. Be cautious. NBEV down 5% to 508. NBEV looks like it's continuing to downtrend. This is one thing that I won't forget to do. I won't forget to load up on those CBD stocks if the market tanks this time. Literally had almost no cash on the side back in December when the market bottomed out on the 24th, which I kind of regret. You know, NBEV made a crazy run. Where was it? $3. You know, NBEV continued to run even despite the market sell-off, all the way up to $7. But I feel like we could easily come back down to the mid to low fours. Oh, Agriflora. Here, let's see. Oh, I don't want to go on Facebook. I want to go on investing.com. We'll just quickly look at Agriflora. I think there's so much hype right now. There was, at least. Sold off like crazy. 10%. Be very cautious with this one right now. We'll see if the momentum continues. I could see it coming back down to 50 cents. Yeah, really tough. That's a high volume sell-off too. Some of the highest volume that we've seen. 10% sell-off. So I'd watch 56 cents. Hexo's a winner. Their weed is everywhere on OCS. You know what, guys? Have you checked IGPK, Integrated Cannabis Solutions? I'll have to take a look. So let's just get through these cannabis stocks first. And then we'll get to all the different other picks that you guys want to talk about, look at. Then I'll talk about the stuff that I want to buy. Stuff that I want to buy is... a lot of it's not in the cannabis sector. So a leaf looking like a snack if it reaches $1.75. Yeah, man, I think so. Aphria Health, that's one I've been super patient on. Aphria Health and water. Those are the two stocks that I've just been waiting for. And NBEV. Every time I see your name, Spartacus, I just want to take a shot of tea. Jan Tatarski. Thank you for checking out my copper video. I put those videos out because I like to look at the companies, see where the stock's currently sitting at, market cap, go on their website, read their investor presentation. I don't dive into financials, so that's one thing that you guys should obviously do. Read thoroughly through the investor presentation. But there is one stock, Turquoise Hill Resources, that we're going to be looking at in a second, and I really like it. It looks so cheap. Like, crazy. Excuse me. So TRQ, and it still has a $3.3 billion market cap. Like, this is the time to look at some of these stocks. Just to get a little bit sidetracked, I mean, commodity stocks have wild swings. And I just want to show you guys a company, First Quantum Mineral. Oh my God, I just spilled my tea. That's awesome. These damn little teacups, they're so easy to spill. But yeah, First Quantum Minerals, like, just look at this company. Not to say Turquoise Resources is going to be the same thing, but First Quantum Minerals hit $3 twice. Once back in 2008, once back in 2016. If you bought it either of these times, you would be sitting on ridiculous gains right now. Mining companies go through big ups and downs. It's a long game when it comes to this sector, but I do like it. I don't trade options. First Quantum is amazing. I interviewed the founder of First Quantum Minerals, Keith Neumeyer. So if you ever want to look at that video on my channel, it's a pretty cool video. And it's cool because it's still relevant. I mean, the video was about first mining gold, but the video talks about his price forecast for gold and commodities 2019 and beyond, which is a very relevant topic. Honestly, right now, my portfolio consists of 4 things: commodities, precious metals, gold miners, copper miners, cobalt, lithium, nickel, whatever. Utility companies, real estate, long-term care facilities, retirement homes, and then cannabis stocks. And almost no tech. I think tech, the market's due for a little bit of a sell. I'm half cash because I'm waiting. Yeah, Nikki, I think that could be a fantastic idea. Do you think the market tomorrow is selling or off or it goes up? I don't know. Honestly, that's one thing that's really interesting. We're sitting at 2,800. We're sitting right at 2,800 on the SP 500. It closed at 28.71. So I do think that's a crucial level. Not only is it a crucial level, but it's just a physical, mental level, right? So we'll see if traders want to push it lower. But I do feel like the market has a little more ammunition in the cards in terms of positive news with the trade war. Because until the election, Trump's not going to let the market fall. And then if he loses, then we'll just see what happens. But I think we're just going to bounce. We're going to bounce around. But if you guys are going short or you're trading, all that kind of stuff, be careful, because relief rallies when the market's volatile can be sharp and can squeeze shorts like crazy. So that's one thing I've found. Like, when it's a green day and it's really volatile, the markets are shaky and it's a green day, indexes can fly. IGNG. Never bought into it. I never did that much research on it. So, IGNG, I think the money was made last week for IGNG. Could be wrong. If that reverse takeover does go through, though, it could pop again. But yeah, so FSD Pharma, now the charts are actually looking pretty good for FSD Pharma. Max, if you're still in this group or if you're still in this chat, honestly, the fact that FSD Pharma closed at 23 cents on Friday looks pretty darn good for the stock. It's looking like it's showing some support, and recently it's been making higher lows. So we'll see if FSD can claw its way back up to 28 cents. I think right around 28 cents is where we've got a heavy level of support. And yeah, it'd be nice to see it come back up. I've got all my cash in RNX and FSD. I know, bro, could have hit 24 cents this week. It's a possibility. Let's hope so. We'll see. We'll see what happens for FSD, but I definitely like this pattern that's going on here. Let's try and use some of these crazy things. Oh, nice. Yeah, let's get rid of that. Sorry, I don't know how to, yeah. I'm just messing around with some new stuff. Oh, perfect. So a little more technical analysis. Here, let's circle this for you guys. This is what we like to see. Where do you... Water. Yeah. Water is definitely a watch. I want a new Denali. Remember, Max, I love V8s. Got the 5.7 Hemi. Sorry I didn't get to your messages, by the way. I was this morning editing videos all morning and setting up for the Niagara Cannabis thing. You better make it out to the Niagara 420 Cannabis event. We'll talk about that in a second. Seriously, hold till it hits $1. Yeah, I think so. All right, so now we're looking at MedMen. Honestly, I might put a stop loss order in for MedMen. I'm going to see where my average is. I hope MedMen keeps running. Looks like it could potentially keep running. Although, you know, we popped on that $250 million deal and sold off quite sharply. MedMen was up to 469, 470, up 12%. And it closed in the green still, but only up 4.8%. So holding on to those gains, I don't know. We'll see. For USD. Ah, okay. I thought you were talking about CAD. I think MedMen's got a little more room to run. We'll see if that stock can keep running. We'll see if that stock can keep running. Let's just, oh yes, shoot guys. So we've got, what's going on with this thing? Okay, cool. We've got bunch of people in the group, 143 people in the group. So there's the link to my Discord group. So we chat about the markets all the time. Feel free to join. Trying to get this group to 400 members. So now there's enough people to keep the chat going all the time. And people always posting their charts, their stocks, what they're looking at. So it's a great community that we're growing. But anywho, welcome to all our new members. Bagel09, finally, TLC, David. It's nice to have you guys here. And we're going to continue this stream. I guess ACB got pushed to the back burner. And yeah, shoot, smash that like button. 59 likes and 132 people watching. So guys, will MedMen see another green day on Monday? That's another stock we're taking a look at. I'm not adding to MedMen, but I'm happy to see that it's finally performing. So that's good. I give MedMen a thumbs up. Alrighty, ACB. I'm watching 1150 really closely for ACB. Sorry. I'm watching it for you guys more so. 1150, 1170, I would say. I'd say support's probably closer to 1170. And it's getting really close to its support. ACB has pulled back quite a bit recently. If the markets continue red, I think ACB will continue to sell. ACB is one of the only stocks that I'm looking to hold long term. So honestly, I'm not looking to sell in the event of a potential partnership announced. That's one of my only reasonings for holding on to this stock. And if it dips low enough, I'll add to it. I'll take a little bit out of the safe and secure stocks and I'll buy more ACB, but I'm okay with where it's going right now. My average is still super low, so it's the only stock I'm not looking to swing trade. The rest, I really don't care. It's time for some tea. What time is it, guys? They make 100 million per quarter. Yeah. So let's get that dividend going on ACB. All right. So taking a quick look at commodities now. We're just jumping out for one quick second, as I want to talk about the copper, and a couple copper stocks that I looked at that we just did a video on. And by the way, guys, the video did really great. So let's see here. I hope this doesn't make noise. I put out this video on copper. Good, it's gonna be muted. So for anybody who cares, anyone who's interested, I like the sector. I like the valuations right now on some of those stocks. Just the links there in the chat. So I just go over a couple different copper stocks and the price of copper. Yo, Steven, what's up? Nap time later, everyone. Max. So the price of copper tanked extremely hard. We were almost at $3 because sold all the way down to 284.7. Longer term though, I feel like copper could come down to about 270, 275, or even potentially 250. But in terms of some of these copper stocks, yeah, 2019 lows of about 250. That would send the copper stocks down a little bit further. So just because I put out the video doesn't mean it's time to go all into copper. That's never what it means with global growth slowing. But this metal will be in high demand. And a lot of the industry veterans, the miners, are super bullish on copper, gold, and silver. So I like to look at things when they're cheap, aka Turquoise Hill Resources. So let's take a look at Turquoise Hill Resources. $3.3 billion market cap. I didn't see it, Nikki. I didn't see it. I'm just going to talk about this stuff for a little bit. So Seeking Alpha just put out an article on Turquoise Hill Resources. Turquoise Hill Resources currently trading at $1.65 on the New York Stock Exchange. Over $3 billion market cap. They've got mines in Mongolia. So if the stock, I don't really care what it does on Monday because I'm probably gonna look at it very closely. But it would be nice to see it sell off just a little bit more. But if we go here real quick, TRQ. So this was a very good article. It was put out on March 20th, 2019. Just a little bit of highlights from the article. Impressive performance. Strength in copper and gold prices would reflect favorably on the company's revenues this year. Short-term momentum in share prices affected by investors' concerns regarding the mining environment might be short-lived. So that's one I'm taking a look at. There's a bunch more. Sierra Metals, Italia Mining, Copper Mountain. London Mining is a very interesting stock too. The stock sold off very nicely. Very, very nicely on Friday, down 8%. So what's up, Chuck? What's up, Steven? Okay, ACB just hit bottom, call 9 US. I've been saying TRQ forever. Aaron, get with the program. Yes, sir, Joe. Well, you know what? I got with it. And I thank you for that pick because I really like TRQ now. I don't think... We'll see how much lower it can go, but I like it at these levels. 750 is a buy for ACB. TRQ. I'm liking TRQ. Gotta say it. I think consumers will want it. I said 750 earlier on in the day. I think ACB could tank if the market keeps going down. I think so too, Nikki. RBM, be patient. They dipped so hard this year. Couldn't surprise me if there was a huge pullback. Any thoughts on Guyana Goldfields, Guy.to, since you're talking metals? Yeah, I feel like the market was definitely hyped up on millennials, and it could be sold off the same way. So, we will take a look what closed in the green on Friday and how my portfolio stayed afloat, which will cause an even further tanking. This is what I'm hoping for. It's like FOMO to the downside, you know? Fear of missing out. The fear of losing. Dank cannabis, anybody else? Hi. It's fine because I'll buy more. Exactly. So. Oso. I think I know what company you're talking about. But yeah, let's just close these off for a little bit and then take a look at a few more portfolios. So we did see some green. We obviously saw some green in the cannabis sector too. I mean, Oxley was in the green. MedMen was in the green. Namaste. FSD was in the green. The only crypto holdings I have are Hive Blockchain, HUD8 Mining, and HBLK. HBLK only gets one thumbs down because it hasn't been as crappy. But I don't trade physical crypto, nor do I have time. So yeah, guys, that's our copper portfolio. Nice red. Trilogy Metals declined even further than Linden Mining. I like Ripple, but I wish there was a buy and hold stock that mined Ripple or just invested in Ripple. If there was an ETF that held only Ripple, I'd probably take a look at it, but there's not. Trilogy Metals is looking way too high for me right now. All right, guys. So this is our defensive portfolio. So yeah, we can. We'll save this tab open for some requests. Premier Gold Mines. Premier Gold Mines. I spelt it wrong. Man. It makes sense of a digital purchases in developing countries. Sorry, I just got that request for Premier Gold. How am I missing it? What is wrong with me? There we go. PG, Procter & Gamble. Do you have a max profit portfolio? I wish. Got the secret sauce portfolio. That's what I should call the next one. Secret sauce portfolio. I want my buddy to troll. Okay. Premier Gold Mines. I've never really looked at this one too much. I pretty much just follow the stocks that I'm invested in. But let's take a look. $356 million market cap. All right, so it's not a total micro cap. Trading for $1.71, 52-week range of $1.39 to $3.34. So that's pretty cool. Pretty close to its 52-week low. Nice sell-off. Looks like it's got some consolidation going on around there. Hopefully my head's not in the way. All right, guys. So, if that's better. Crawl under your desk. Head's in the way. I'm betting on Ianthus for one of the top MSOs. You guys are too funny. Personally, guys, I think we're going to see the markets open flat. I think we're going to... Yeah, I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. One thing I can see affecting the markets tomorrow is what happens in Asian trade. Like if China has some... I didn't check the news for China, so we can... You know what? Why don't we take a look? That sounds like a better idea. So investing.com has very awesome economic calendar. So we can take a look and see what happens tomorrow. Japan, and then it's weighted by 1, 2, and 3. So single, double, and triple bull weighting, which means like how much impact is it going to have on the markets. German Info Business Climate Index. Got some stuff coming out of the Eurozone. There's not much news going on tomorrow. Now we can look into this week. So this was actually one important thing I wanted to talk about. Blah, 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 blah. We're just looking for triple bulls. So building permits come out on Tuesday. That'll influence some infrastructure stocks. Consumer confidence, that's fairly important. That comes out also on Tuesday. But Wednesday is going to be the day for news. ECB President Draghi speaks. That's going to be a very important thing to watch if you guys are into international news. But crude oil inventories, what a joke that was. Like, how are you 10 million barrels off? Sorry, I meant on Thursday. Thursday we're going to get the most important news. So US GDP on Thursday, along with pending home sales. Pending home sales are so-so. So GDP on Thursday. The market's going to be fairly quiet this week. And then on Friday we're going to get a string of data as well. Where is it? Come on. Lots of data coming out of the US on Friday. We're going to see Canadian GDP probably going to be negative. Like, we're basically in a recession here in Canada. Like, if one more person gets a job, GDP is going to be plus 1%. If one person loses a job or doesn't buy another iPhone, we're essentially not growing at all. So this is just a joke. So new home sales, not really that important, except for some infrastructure stocks. So yeah, all eyes on Thursday, guys. All eyes on Thursday for GDP. Should I say some Thursday? So we all buying this week. What's up, people? What's up, Modern Picasso? Thank you for tuning in. Crew Energy. That sounds like an energy stock. I kind of want to look at it. BPOST dividend. Evenco recently got financing. It's nice to see those cannabis companies getting financing from the big banks, and I like that. I like to see our banks taking, getting involved in the industry, lending out money, because like not too long ago that was pretty taboo. So yeah, anyways, guys, so for the news, all eyes on Thursday for GDP, but other than that, I can see the trade war, any positives on the trade war affecting things. And then, of course, one thing I really want you guys to watch is it's awesome how much you guys are still tuning into this stream, even though we're not talking directly about cannabis stocks. This is something else to watch. So if the 10-year yield keeps dropping, you got to watch the 10-year versus the 2-year. That's the yield curve. That's what everybody's talking about. As the yield curve continues to flatten and invert, if we see the spread between the 2-year and the 10-year continue to invert, that's a recession indicator. Right now it's flashing pretty substantially. So that's a main reason why we saw the big sell-off on Friday. And that's the reason why we saw the banks sell off like crazy. So we'll take a quick look at Bank of America just to see. FYI, I sold my last shares in Bank of America at $29 just before this whole crap storm. So I'm happy to be out of the majority of financials. So I don't know. Personally, I mean, if it continues to flatten, I could see Bank of America selling off pretty sharply down to 22, 23 bucks. So that I could see, that's where I could see short-term support being somewhere in and around there. And financials for me right now, I'm pretty bearish. The only stocks I have left in financials are CIBC and what's the other bank? It's in two more Canadian banks, but smaller positions. Also sold Manulife. There we go. Aaron's the type of guy to get a buy a black. What? Aaron's the type of guy to get by a BlackBerry to boost Canada's GDP. Exactly. Yeah. Right? Canada has some weak GDP, guys. 0.1%. So, moving on to things. Yeah, we're taking a look at our defensive portfolio watch list here. This city is your mind. I'll buy Bank of America again when it's 8 USD. I couldn't agree more, Nikki. You know, got it when it was 16. It had a nice run. Trump, you know, he pushed the stock up. It was awesome. And yeah, but now it's just, I can't see financials having that much upside. And Canada's looking very weak. The growth in Canada is very, very, very weak right now. There are pockets where it's still doing all right, but as a whole, not too rosy. The cannabis sector obviously is doing pretty good still, but I think we're heading for a pullback in the next coming weeks. If you would recommend selling off most shares. Honestly, not gonna tell you to sell. Like, I don't like to give investment advice. I'm just saying, be cautious at these levels. If you're just starting out investing, like if you're literally just tuning into my channel because you just want to get into the stock market and you want to make money because everybody's making money on these cannabis stocks, like, be cautious. That's really what I have to say. Honestly, if I was getting into the stock market right now, it's a tough one. But I will show you guys a couple of companies that closed in the green that I've been following for an extremely long time. These are pretty much the only ones that I've been buying, other than a couple what am I trying to say here? A couple riskier plays. But that's just because I'm okay with the diversity. I'm okay with taking a few risks. Because stocks can still perform in a bear market. Like, we can see stocks break out. Some stocks are cheap enough that even if I feel like the markets are going to sell off, I'm still okay with buying them. Aaron's the type of guy to vote for Trudeau. Well, last time we talked about politics, it didn't go over too well. So personally, I don't want to offend anyone. Start in the market whenever you start. Don't wait on the sidelines. You may lose some money, but you will learn so much more than watching. Very good advice, Scott. Honestly, there's never the perfect time to get into the markets, so I can agree with you on that. But obviously, there's times where things look a little pricey, and when things look a little pricey, then I would take a cautious, diversified approach, as opposed to if I'm a new investor and I got like $5,000 to invest, I would definitely not put it all into cannabis stocks. I'd put it into different kinds of, like, one risky, one defensive. Trudeau is what got me where I am with my pot stocks. So yeah, that's what I'm hoping for ACB. It's a young industry with plenty of growth. So anyways, real estate is going to fall hard if the market crashes. Depends on where. I mean, our banks are pretty well capitalized, although they're being shorted right now pretty heavily. So certain aspects of real estate would fall. areas of the market that are extremely overvalued. Baby boomers and foreign investors have blown the housing market up. That is true. That is true, but when basic supply and demand, when there's not enough supply and enough demand, prices usually continue to go up. But I'm just kind of bullish on real estate because I've invested in real estate for so many years. But I definitely think that it's not invincible, that's for sure. As a new investor back in October, I learned the brutality of the stock market the hard way. Better to sit back, learn what good prices are for certain stocks, and jump in when the price is right for you. So yeah, I mean, that's also a good point. Have your strategy. Do your research and due diligence. Know when a company looks overvalued. Don't just buy it because everyone's buying it. That's FOMO. So Begley, very good advice. Very good advice. So yeah, I just want to take a quick look at a few of these companies. Canadian Utilities. This stock keeps running, 36.46. It's almost got a $10 billion market cap, still yielding 4.72%. I've liked this stock from $29. So I've been buying this bad boy from 29 bucks. Sorry, 30 bucks. Jumped in sometime back in 2008. Or sorry, 2008, 2018. Oh my gosh. That's jokes. Yeah, so I think this stock's got room to run too, especially in these market conditions. We could see this stock continue to run. This is one of my favorite picks for the utility sector. You know, we're seeing comparable stocks like ATCO yielding 3.6%. With this Canadian Utilities is twice as big. But ATCO's performed great, but Canadian Utilities yields a full percent higher. I think the Canadian utility stocks are still undervalued compared to their American counterparts. You can achieve well over 3 to 4% yield on these stocks versus your American counterparts like NextEra Energy. What is this thing yielding now? 2.6%. Personally, that's not enough for a utility company for me. Wowzers, look at that chart. Don't get me wrong, guys, NextEra Energy, nice stock. Own some of this in XLU. XLU I've been the most bullish on for the last about a year probably. XLU hitting fresh all-time highs. Wowzers. That is correct, Nikki. You can't own your home in China, but valuations are still pretty high, which brings me to my next stock. This is one stock that have done pretty well on. Xinyuan Real Estate. It has pulled back a little bit, but taking a quick look here. Bought Xinyuan around 3 something, so it's got a fat yield attached to it though. 8.57%. Spectator stocks fall first. Yeah, exactly. So you guys are totally right. That's something that I've been thinking about real closely. Where is global growth going? Well, I don't see it expanding like crazy. I see it leveling out and contracting. So what is not going to stop? What are people not going to stop using? What companies are not going to stop making money? Power companies, utility companies, healthcare for the most part. So the only companies I like to be buying are consumer staples, dividend paying companies, telecom. McDonald's will do well. Hydro One's been one of my top picks recently just because I like the valuations. The stock sold off like pretty nicely. It bottomed around 18 bucks. It hasn't really recovered that much, but I do think this stock's going to get some more coverage. Not only that, it's yielding 4.5%. So one thing that kind of struggling with is getting rid of First National Bank. First National Bank's yielding 6.2%, and it's been a top performer in our portfolio. The only stock that outperformed it was TD, but not in terms of dividends. And that's, yeah, so I think as we go on, First National will continue to outperform. I mean, let's just move back a little bit here if I can. I want the 10-year chart. Come on, let's go. Although it did sell off quite substantially back in the recession. So I feel like a utility stock would hold up a little bit better than First National if we see the markets start to sell. Let's run a quick poll. This is the stock that I'm considering switching for First National, Northwest Healthcare Properties. If we see another little bit of a pullback, Northwest yields about 6.8%, so the yield's higher than First National. So let's see how we held up throughout 2008. Oh, Northwest wasn't even a company back then. Yeah, it's hard to say. I think switching First National for Northwest Healthcare looks like a good idea. Speaking of alcohol, it's time for day drinking on the West Coast. Bye. Have fun, Nikki. Smash that like button, please, guys. Yes, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Smash that like button. We've got 72 likes so far. Time for honey-do list later, y'all. Peace. How much time's it been? Oh my gosh, it's already been an hour. That's sweet. Thank you for keeping this stream so consistent. Over 100 people, all you guys. I've seen so many more people join in recently, and I just want to thank you guys. This is in a way a live discussion, just as we can talk about, you know, the markets, how we feel, different stocks we want to look at, and I really enjoy this kind of stuff. So I just want to zoom this chart out a tiny bit more. What's up, Clay Say? Thank you for tuning in. It's okay. I'll check you out again. Makes me confident in my stock decisions. Yeah, no worries. But thank you for having a stream on Sunday. I'll be back again. I just joined the Discord. Perfect. Thank you for putting in all the time for us. It's my pleasure, and honestly, I enjoy it. This is the one part of my day that I look forward to the most. I enjoy live streams the most. If you ask any of my friends, I'm just like, making videos is fun, and I like getting lots of views and comments and stuff, but streams is the most fun for me. If I join your report today, could you send it today? Yes, sir, of course. I will send it off to you. That's not a problem at all. Any concerns you have about VIP Trader, any of our VIP members in here? I did put out a good report this past week. There's a lot of good content in there about gold and defensive stocks. That brings me to my next point. Let's just show you guys one thing real quick. All right, buddy, no problem. As soon as I get that notification from your email, I'll forward that off to you. Appreciate it. So I want to compare quickly. This was one thing that I compared in the VIP trader report, but I'll just compare it here. So pull up the candles for the S&P 500. So there's been a lot of talk. I know the other channels are very technical. They do a really great job of analyzing stocks like Blaze Capital and Tom the Trader. But one thing I did want to point out for you guys is we're seeing HMMJ, which is one of the biggest marijuana ETFs, or if not the biggest marijuana ETF, start to diverge and actually underperform the index. So as you guys can see, HMMJ's blowing it up, like 50% gains, S&P's up 11.7%. So there's still a really wide gap there, but as we get closer and we zoom in, we're starting to see that that gap's going to start to narrow. Now I want to look at the daily chart. Let's back this bad boy up a little bit. Come on. It's not working. There we go. That's exactly what I want to see. So Friday, you know, we still saw some outperformance, but Friday we finally started to see that underperformance. So that's an indicator. I'd definitely say we're flashing some weakness in the cannabis sector. Yeah, so one thing to watch. Let me just check the comments real quick. In time, only if I sell you're okay with stock running after you're already sold out. Crap, I missed the important stuff. Just tuned in. Really enjoy this forum. Oh, sorry, I already got those ones. I'll be back online tomorrow morning and tomorrow afternoon. When are we going to make a corny YouTube ad for VIP Trader? Oh my gosh, I should do that. Max, you are so right. Which one should I do? Should I do a Jason Bond ad or should I do a Petrapix? I should do a Petrapix ad. That's the only dilemma. Last time I hung in, stocks dropped drastically. The yield curve is a beast. That is correct. What's your thoughts on Harvest Health and Rec? Looking to buy tomorrow, pulling trigger on CGC. Hope it's the moose in the hay will feed the community. What's up, Dom? Yo, I'm here. Just tuned in. Awesome. Thank you, buddy. I haven't seen Jason Bond ads for a long time. Mostly Petra these days. Yeah, I know. Or the new Joshua Martinez. Hi, guys. I'm Joshua Martinez. Are you losing trade after trade after trade? Oh my gosh. What's up, Levon? Okay. Few more quick stocks I want to look at. Excuse me. All right, Clayton, I just got that PayPal details. So as soon as the stream's over, I will send you that VIP Trader report. No worries. And I'll be ending the stream in about 5 to 10 minutes. Just a couple more stocks I want to go over, and then we'll talk about a few more quick things, and then we're going to bounce. So don't worry. Look for that report like ASAP. I'll write it down right now just so I don't forget. Give me 1 sec. Send VIP. Actually, I'm going to send a message to my buddy just to do it. Yo, if you're tuning into the stream or whatever, there's a new VIP member, so can you send him the report right now? Sweet. All right, so I've gone all US please. Kira, Ianthus, Tilt. Kira and Ianthus were a little bit too pricey for me, but I also like Suniva and MedMen for US plays, but recently, yeah, Crop. So Crop, MedMen, Suniva. What else? Those are the ones that I've been investing in, but definitely have been investing in the US pot sector. Pretty much ACB, and then the other ones that aren't performing that well. We have ACB's biggest play on the Canadian sector, and that's pretty much, it's going to stay that way. So a couple more quick stocks I just want to quickly take a look at. These are some of the defensive companies. ATCO, Algonquin Power and Utilities has been the top performing utility stock in our portfolio. Biggest holding, this stock's up like, I have no idea, we're up like 50% on it. Solid company for the future. They're investing a lot into renewable energy. Still yielding what, let's check. 4.56% and growing their dividend. This company's really interesting. Although valuations are pretty high right now, so just a hold for me. But it keeps putting in those gains. Bell is another one. Woo. But I think Bell, personally, it's got a couple more bucks in the cards by the looks of, the longer term charts. Obviously, if we see the market dip, Bell could dip as well, like depending on how rough it gets. But Bell's definitely a good place to hide out. Sit on a fat 5.3% yield and invest in a sector that is not going to get slammed if growth declines. That's funny, man. That's funny, Max. Yeah. If they take off, they could be the next IIPR. Levon, that's exactly what I'm talking about. That's why I invested into crop. I think that if crop does take off, it could be the next IIPR. And you're buying it so cheap. Like, that's the only reason why I invested into crop, because I want it to be the next IIPR. So we'll see if they can do it. Right now the stock moves really slowly, but it's okay. My friend's father is on the Ontario Cannabis Security Board, and I was told to look into crop and MWM. So MWM is one that I haven't really looked at. Oh, no, sorry, Micron Waste Technologies. This is a stock I'll be patient and buy on the pullback, although at 38 cents, it's looking pretty good, although it does look like it short term could come down to 35. Maybe put in double bottom. Yeah, I don't know. It's still, honestly, it still looks like it's in somewhat of a downtrend. Just by seeing those lower highs, lower highs, lower highs, lower highs, you know what I mean? So, but also if you could look at it from the other way, higher lows, higher lows. So I feel like getting to a point, maybe around 30 cents, might be interesting to look at Micron Waste. But I love the waste management industry, especially if it's niched out into the cannabis sector. So yeah. No problem. See you later. One more quick stock we're looking at, and then I'll take a few more requests, and I'm going to head out. Extendicare. Extendicare closed in the green on such a red day. And I like the looks of the chart right now. This is one that I kind of want to add to. Recently took a couple positions in Extendicare. Hasn't been around for that long, but what is going on with these charts? Sorry, 1 second, guys. Namaste, namaste. I don't know why we can't get that much data for Extendicare yet, but Extendicare, it's looking all right at 750, also yielding 6.34%. Marifel Mining exploding currently. MAR. Wow, 39%. What brought the stock up? I just noticed that we haven't had music for like a long time. It's like, why is it so quiet? Okay, guys, so they found sweet deposits in Argentina. I saw you subscribe to my channel too, Popist. So thank you. Don't forget to subscribe, guys. We're almost at 13K. I don't know what we're at now. Just about there, though. Let's check. Did we get a few more subscribers? We're at 936. All right, so very close. Hopefully gets there soon. But anyways, guys, I'm gonna go. I got a few more things to do. Gotta shoot some pictures and some videos and stuff. So it was a great stream, lots of great turnout, and I want to copy this link. So don't go yet, guys. Don't go yet. Thank you. In the chat, there's a link to the Discord group. So check out the Discord group. We got like a bunch of people. Bunch of new people just joined. Almost at 400 members, so we try to keep it fun and interesting. Grow this as we grow this awesome community. Oh, shoot. How could I forget? So, Niagara 420. Damn, can't forget this. Still 100 people in the stream, so anyone who's in the Ontario area, New York area, if you're looking to come to a really fun event on 420, this is literally on April 420, make sure to check out this event. It's only $15 and we got a booth there. We're going to be doing some speaking, running a panel. There's 20,000 square feet of all things cannabis, exhibitors, educational seminars, guest speakers, manufacturers, and more. And one thing I just realized is, where the heck is the thing? So I was clicking around, and then I was like, where is the website? I think it was this. Nah, that's just on Facebook. I think it was on Everbright. And Everbright just shows the tickets. Thank you, Beth. Niagara 420. So this is in Niagara Falls. Obviously, we can have some fun. You guys. Where is the... Oh, there we go. Sorry, that's their friggin' website. Same stuff everywhere. No, there's just one quick thing I just wanted to show. This is the website. So this is what you guys want to go to. Niagara Falls 420expo.com. You can see all the exhibitors. They finally got our logo up there. Canada-wide native seed. Aurora Cannabis Company. So, should be fun. They're going to have some hipster lasers and hippie grow shop. Global electronics supply. Let's see what else they got. Schedule. Let's check what's on the schedule. That's the schedule. Super Troopers. Super Troopers star Eric Rabbit is coming to the Niagara 420 Expo courtesy of Aurora Cannabis Company. He'll be participating in a free Q&A and signing autographs and taking selfies for free at the event. Don't miss this awesome opportunity to meet one of the brains behind the Broken Lizard comedy group. That's oh, you guys are mean. Puff Puff Paint with Evelyn Bailey. The Mystery Machine. What is this thing? So the Mystery Machine's going to be there. That'll be some fun. Does anyone want to donate to me on the loss? When is the Niagara 420? Where can I buy tickets? Will there be an on-site area to smoke cannabis? We are in the process of coordinating a designated smoking area for cannabis at the Scotiabank Convention Center. Sign up for our newsletter. Is there re-entry into the event? How many exhibitors will be at the expo? Will cannabis be available for sale at the expo? Due to licensing, cannabis will not be sold. However, cannabis products may be sold. Sign up for our newsletter. Everything's sign up for our newsletter, eh? There will be plenty of food and beverages for sale inside the expo. So, sign up here, guys, if you want. But it should be fun. What the heck else is this? Okay, so that's it. That's it, guys. Let's talk stocks tomorrow. Join that Discord group. One more time. Okay. It's been a pleasure, guys. I've had way too much tea, so I'm out of here. Thank you for tuning in. Have a happy Sunday.